between the Steelers and the Browns, a high-scoring stunner in New Orleans, plus our best football play of the week. Toyota halftime. Don't go away.
Want to stay up to date? Hey Siri, show me football scores.
Hey, I think we're live. Nobody's joined yet.
It's okay.
Should we wait? Or should we just
Is this going to be on back play on the
Yeah, it'll stay on it'll stay on YouTube. All right. Welcome everybody. This is the Will's unofficial Sunday Night Football halftime show. Although I'm not sure I can say the word Sunday Night Football halftime or show without drawing some letters from the NFL's legal team. But we'll see. It'd be an honor to be sued by the NFL, quite frankly.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, why not? So the whole concept behind this is you tune into this channel right here every Sunday night at halftime, so you don't have to wait for Tony Dungy to formulate a complete sentence, which sometimes can take up the entire halftime show on NBC. All right, so with that said, every Sunday right here, youtube.com/Will Ramirez. Big story out of the first half of this game was Aaron Rodgers. Big injury to Aaron Rodgers.
You didn't even introduce me.
We're gonna get there. This is my show. If you don't know,
I know, but you're supposed to introduce yourself.
If you don't know, we have a podcast together where it's a little bit more banterous, I guess.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This, of course, being my channel and my show, I'm gonna run it the way I want, and I will introduce this guest on my show, who happens to be my lovely wife. I'm dead. I'm totally sleeping on this couch later.
No, you're
I got my blanket. You even brought the blanket out there for me already.
We're gonna get cozy tonight.
Anyway, Aaron Rodgers, of course, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, just got injured, and that really sucks for fantasy owners. And yeah, Green Bay Packers, and of course, Aaron Rodgers, but he's got millions of dollars that he can wrap around his knee to make it feel better. So it was looking like, but like that's not even the biggest surprise. Like they were already losing. Question from Santa, and of course this is going to be an interactive thing. Question is, will there be gray sweaters every Sunday?
Probably.
There may be gray sweaters every Sunday. We got a nice little gradient going here right now. Yeah, so anyway, the Green Bay Packers were already playing pretty crappily before Aaron Rodgers' injury. It sounds like he might be out for the game, but we'll see if he comes back into the tunnel after halftime. Deshaun Kaiser, he's the guy who came in for him. He was
a big dude. He landed right on his knee.
No, Deshaun Kaiser is not the guy who injured Aaron Rodgers. He's the quarterback who came in after him to fill in for Aaron.
The black guy?
The black guy, yeah.
For Green Bay?
For
Wow.
Green Bay. Actually, you know what I was thinking? As I was watching the Dallas, my God.
Carolina.
We'll get to that. Dallas and Carolina are terrible. That was a terrible game if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, which I am. So
Cam Newton was pretty happy though.
Yeah, but Cam Newton always just gets like,
he gets all riled
I won the first game of the season. What? I'm the greatest guy in the world.
I know, and that's like reason enough to try to beat him.
And then he cries like such a little punk when he loses. So anyway, it'll make it that much sweeter when Cam Newton loses. Since you're already.
Do you remember when he was in the Super Bowl? How annoyed I would get?
Yeah, every time he would
smile.
He would smile or not smile or do something or not do something.
I don't like Cam Newton.
Ooh, Rodney Harrison looks old. Sorry, we just got the TV's going the halftime show up there so that we know when to get off. We can get back to the football game.
There's Tony Dungy.
They're almost like it looks like Rodney Harrison caught up to Tony Dungy's age.
They look pretty like weathered.
Yeah, might be the HD. Anyway, back to our halftime show. We'll let you know when you can turn back to your TV and watch.
We have one viewer right now.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get more. So what I was going to say is you mentioned a black quarterback in Green Bay.
Yeah.
So North Carolina right now has white running back and a black quarterback, which is totally weird. Not that it's like, oh, racist. It's
How
just
is
like,
the white running back?
he's pretty good.
Yeah?
He's pretty
Is
good.
he fast?
It's McCaffrey. Yeah, he made some plays. It was against the Dallas defense. So that's not saying much because they're so garbage.
Their offense is garbage right now, too.
Yeah, okay, let's get to it right now because, okay, first, let me just gather my thoughts here. This is my wife. I don't know if I said that.
Hello.
Did I introduce you?
No, you never did.
She's my guest today. I'm going to try to have a different guest so it's not just like me and my wife talking about...
So you can actually have like a real conversation about football.
No, but like there is value to this because while Tony Dungy tries to formulate a sentence about, something... and
Now I'll try to formulate a sentence about
Yeah, no, but we'll talk about different stories that may or may not get covered by like the talking heads on the NFL. And now you have like these talking heads who have no NFL experience. But here we are. The Cowboys were so freaking terrible today.
Yes.
I was honestly
in all honesty, I was having my Sunday afternoon nap. So I missed the whole game. Worst guest ever.
Yeah. So anyway, the Cowboys game was so bad. It was honestly like that first half of football from the Cowboys is probably the worst I've ever seen Dallas play. And that's saying a lot because they've played pretty bad of late, and there's been some really like huge ups and downs, which I'm sure everybody in the internet, I'm sure I'm gonna get all the memes sent to me about like, I don't know, believe in Dak Prescott even if he sucks, all the latest Colin Kaepernick Nike ad memes.
He was pretty shit though, I have to say. Are you allowed to say shit?
Yeah, sure, okay. Why not?
Like I have to say, like I don't think he's a good quarterback.
No, I mean,
He's very clunky.
He hasn't proven anything as of yet.
I'm sorry, and I know, like, as a wife, I'm supposed to have, like, complete and utter allegiance to...
So here it is, then. Okay, let's talk...
I haven't even decided who my team is.
No, let's talk about this, then, because I'm a longtime football fan and a longtime Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
We got married, 3 years ago now, almost, and... You're on the fence about who your team is going to be.
Yeah.
Which, like, I respect the fact that you're engaged in the process.
Yes.
But also, like, you're going to make life very difficult for me.
No, I know.
If you, like, suddenly just become, like, a Green Bay fan or even worse, like, a Giants fan or some crap like that.
See, I was liking the Giants for a second there. Okay, here's my dilemma. Like, I'm a modern woman.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Okay, hear me out. Like, I'm a modern woman that wants to like see the facts and see the players and the organization and the franchise like for what it is without like your childhood, whatever things you have about
you want to have an objective
I want to have an objective opinion on the matter. So there's that side of things. The side that's like, I don't want to be that wife that like battles you. Like I want to like the Cowboys. But since I've been with you, like they've not been a good team. So it's hard for me to just be like, I like them when they're like a really crap.
Yeah, I know. And you seem to like Russell Wilson. And
I do like Russell Wilson.
Who had himself a pretty good game today, I must say.
When did he play? One
yeah,
o'clock?
He played the 4 o'clock game.
He said like he's a more athletic person in general.
Yeah.
And I think like that's
like Richard Sherman, who's not on.
Well, because he was ugly. He's just too ugly to look at.
Okay.
That was the
fair
thing.
enough.
So like his face was repelling me. At least with like Russell Wilson, he's just like overall a good athlete. Like he can run the ball pretty well too. Like if he wasn't a quarterback, I think he could be a running back. Potentially.
Maybe.
He might be a little too short, but then he's also too short to be a quarterback.
He is too short to be a quarterback and very sensitive about that. Actually, you know who's also sensitive?
His wife is taller than him.
You know who's also sensitive about their height is Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
He's a tall guy. Aaron Rodgers isn't short.
Who was it? I've seen in an interview. It was like, oh, you look pretty short for a quarterback. And no, it is Aaron Rodgers. He looks taller than he actually is.
He's pretty tall.
No.
Yes, he's tall.
I don't know.
Anyhow.
Anyway.
That's my thing. So like that's my dilemma. I don't want to be a house divided. Mm-hmm. I want to support you and I want to support the team you love.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm thinking like, why? Like, I need to be able to make my own decision. But anyway, I don't want to take over your whole show.
Oh God. All right. Okay. Here's a question, because it's week 1 of the NFL.
Yeah.
Guys all over North America have tried to navigate these waters in their relationship.
Okay.
How?
What waters?
The waters of, like, today, for example.
Yeah.
I wanted to come home at 1 p.m., watch football until the moment I have to go to sleep. That was my.
So like 11:30.
Yeah, potentially.
Because on Thursday you watched football till midnight.
Yes, correct. Because that was a really good game. They came down to the last play. If it was a garbage game, I would have gladly turned the TV off.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you're fine with it, but no, you weren't, because when it was time to eat, it's like, oh, let's watch something else. And and I'm just
I didn't say, oh, let's. I said, I want to watch something else. And I could see how much it was bothering you, but I didn't care because I needed just like 15, 20 minutes to watch something.
That's fair.
And it wasn't even a Cowboys game, which is why I took the liberty of saying.
No, but you see, here's what you don't understand.
This is a Chicago game.
This is what you don't understand about the NFL. It's like nobody just watches the team that they like.
I know, because you have a fantasy football.
No, but everybody, if you're a fan of the NFL, you're not.
I know, because you want to see how the puzzle pieces are all going to play. Like, how did this defense do? Oh shoot, they're playing next week. Like, I get it, but I also get that you can't for like
why not?
10 hours.
Why not?
No, you cannot. Also, because I don't watch that much TV. So like those minutes of me watching something like for dinner.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. I don't know how much time we have left before halftime comes back. Probably wrapping up. Very quickly, Le'Veon Bell. Sorry, we'll go ahead.
Oh, well, just you wanted to say the waters? I say, like, women, let your husband watch all the football he wants to watch, but
interject when.
But like, there needs to be a little bit of compromise. Like, if I want to watch 15 minutes of something, you have to let me watch it. But I'm also very understanding that it's not during a Cowboys game. It's 15 minutes, which is not a lot.
22.
Okay, well, whatever.
If you're watching a sitcom.
I don't even care to finish a show.
Okay.
Once my food is done, I'm done.
Okay.
So.
Okay, looks like we got blimp shots around the stadium. I think we're headed back.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Well, let's see what it is on. No, we don't have time. Oh.
He's going to give it a try.
Oh, looks like we got Aaron Rodgers walking back onto the field, which sets up a pretty interesting second half.
His defense better come correct.
I'm Will Ramirez. This is Octavia Ramirez. We have a podcast together, willandoctavia.com. We'll be back here. I'll be back here for my halftime show next Sunday.
Last.
Kickoff's happening. We got to go. See you next week, guys.
Sorry, I'm not there.